Our train ride to Vienna went very quickly through a beautiful area terrain in Austria. And we arrived in Vienna, which is also just a gorgeous city. They have kept up or renovated many of their public buildings, and they're very striking, very pleasing to the eye, and they're in all different parts of the city. We concentrated in the downtown area, but as I say, they're really populated all around the city. The other feature of Vienna, which we found very appealing, was the fact that there are so many pedestrian zones only. And in these zones, there are, again, beautiful buildings, of course, wonderful shops and restaurants. And our typical schedule was to go downtown. We'd walk from the great hotel that Florian had set up for us, and then we'd have Mass at one of the churches. We'll come to that in a minute. And then we would have coffee and croissants sitting at one of these restaurants in a complete pedestrian zone, which then would be decorated. You can see this monument there. We sat maybe 100 feet away from this monument, and it was just a delight to spend the time there. For the masses, I had sent ahead and to different churches, so I was allowed to say Mass in these different places. And one of the churches that I said Mass in was called Piderit'S, and it's a gorgeous church, about maybe 100 yards away from the cathedral, which we'll see in a minute. So here is a picture of me at the altar and celebrating Mass, and all the Masses I celebrated were in English. I mean, I know we could do it in German, but my whole group, it was for the small group, and they all spoke English. One of the things when you travel, if you're having a long trip, and ours was 3 weeks for me, and it was 5 weeks for Florian, Ansel, and Fidel, and some others, you have to get washing done at some point. And so we took advantage of a morning and we went out to a laundromat. And once some of the young students helped us figure out how to pay for everything, we got our laundry done. Unfortunately, it took us about 4 hours to do that. But then we were good, at least I was good, for the rest of the entire time there. When we got back, one of the days I had Mass at the cathedral itself, and you can see a very beautiful Gothic cathedral, and very long center, high walls, aisle, with lots of very appealing aspects of the cathedral. Now you don't see it here, but there were many people visiting the cathedral. In this case, I did not celebrate Mass at the high altar, but one of the side altars, which was quite nice. And they used that side altar as also the altar of reserve, where they keep the Blessed Sacrament, and people can pray there. As you know, one of the things that Vienna is known for is their musical tradition with Beethoven and Mozart. And we went to a concert, again arranged by Florian, thank you, in one of the churches. It was a string quartet, and you can see part of the people standing up, taking a bow in the front. But the church itself was gorgeous. It was maybe there were about 80, 90 people in the church. And it took about an hour, a little bit less than an hour. It was beautiful, gorgeous. At night, it was around 8 o'clock, and then we got some ice cream, as I recall, and then we walked home from there to the hotel. about a 20-minute walk. So a very memorable time in Vienna, and also many outdoor activities taking place because this was in the month of August, and the Viennese are on vacation, other people visiting on vacation. From there, we were off to Berlin.